Ooh, sorry for that French, but what's up, guys? It's Whatever Wednesday, which means we're gonna talk and do whatever we want because it's Wednesday and we're allowed to. Uh. Actually, today is a very, very special day. Today is May 4th. May the Force be with you. It's actually May the 4th be with you. You get it? Star Wars Day. Woohoo! Today in 1976, the very first Star Wars movie was released into the theaters. And obviously it was a box office success. Leading to 5 other movies that obviously 2 of them came shortly after, and then 3 of them didn't come until the 90s, but, well, 90s, 2000s, regardless. And then obviously, if for some odd reason you're completely out of the Star Wars loop, they came out with the 7th one last year, which, I mean, I'll admit, since, I grew up with 6, and then 7 was coming out, I was kind of like, oh, you're going to ruin my franchise? Come on, man. Star Wars is, beautiful. Why would you touch it and ruin it? But I'll admit, I'm a sucker for the 7th one. It's pretty fucking good. I mean, compared to the other Star Wars movies, it is not the same. But being as it takes place in the past, in the future, after the whole Star Wars Galaxy thing has, faded. It's been, 80 years since that stuff has happened, that the 7th one takes place. So, it's kind of interesting, then, that you can get these new characters and stuff and still have it not really ruin the old Star Wars. And they added the old people into the new Star Wars, too. But I would say I'd still pick all 6 of the originals before I would ever pick the 7th one. But at the same time, I like the 7th one. I mean, compared to most movies that came out last year, it was a pretty good movie. And they're coming out with the 8th one this year. So if you don't know, today's the day you're supposed to watch all the Star Wars movies. And they're 2-3 hours long a piece, and there's 7 of them now. So I watched all 6 last year. I doubt I'm going to get through 6 this year, let alone 7. And then next year there'll be 8. So I guess in theory we could just X out the 7th and 8th one next year, because technically Star Wars Day has always been about the first original 6. But, I guess we'll figure it out next year when it's May 4th again. If you guys out there enjoy listening to my beautiful voice be prevailed out into this camera with such beautifulness and luxury. Just trying to use big words. It's not working out because I'm not thinking of the right words to use. But tonight we are going to do a podcast. My first. And not my last, because I'm going to do quite a few of them, because I talk during lunch to my camera anyways. So what would be the difference if I talked and recorded it? The a video VOD listening thing, something will be up on YouTube. Probably won't be tonight. But it will be up on YouTube at some point here, and you will also then be able to find it on iTunes. Not 100% sure as the name yet, because yesterday, you guys should understand my awesome decisive skills on names, and so I haven't yet to actually figured out the name for it, but I will then release a 3rd video today at the end of the night when I realize what name it is, so that way if you guys would like to watch it live, because I'll probably stream it, or if you want to look it up on iTunes afterwards, because that's where it's going to be going, then you will be able to find it on there. Plus I live stream a lot anyways. I'm used to having groups of people watching me like that anyway, so the whole podcast thing won't be a whole lot different. and we're just going to talk about some different stuff that's been kind of rolling around in my brain that's been happening out in the United of the States. I'm just going to chit-chat, you know, kind of like a whatever Wednesday, but for a very longer, extended period of time, between 30 minutes and an hour. Just because I wanted to say this, keep forgetting to mention anything about it, and it's not really like it's a big deal. But if you're ever watching me vlog, just because sometimes I watch my own videos back, and I'll catch myself doing things on the camera that I always wonder if other people wonder what the fuck I'm doing. If you see me doing this, like, or that, maybe this, usually means somebody is outside in our parking lot and I'm looking at them. Quite a lot of people will pop up in the video and I don't say anything, or I won't, make a recommendation, but they'll stick their head around the corner and just stare at me because they can hear me talking in the car, and I'll just look at them like, and then they disappear, and then I come back. There was something else too, but I also forgot what as well. But yeah, so this is second video up today. If you guys didn't know, the first one was Happy Birthday, Garrett. Yesterday was my best friend's birthday, who passed away, I guess. I don't know. I mean, he killed himself. I hate saying he killed himself, so I guess it's just easier to say he passed away, but it doesn't really also convey the sadness behind it when you just like, he passed away. I mean, regardless, he's not around, which makes it sad, but yeah. It was yesterday, but I posted a video today, so that way emotions wouldn't be times 10 because it was his actual birthday. So that's just pretty much a video explaining about how I met Garrett and some of the stuff we did together, and then his demise. So just something. Was I just looking at somebody? No, because I thought I heard somebody, but there was nobody there. So for once, I'm actually like, normally when I'm like, alright guys, I gotta go because it's time to go back in from lunch, I'm usually past time. So my lunches at work are usually 35 to 40 minutes long instead of 30 minutes like they're supposed to. And that's because, I'm closing out the vlog, and then after I do that, I have to type everything into YouTube for the uploads and all that jazzy stuff. So, normally it's like, alright guys, I gotta go, and then like, and then I do all that stuff. But like I said, for once, it's 12:38 in the afternoon, which is kind of cool because I get off at 4, but I didn't even leave. I didn't come out for lunch until 12:15, so that means I still have 6 minutes left, which is crazy because I'm already at 8 minutes with 6 minutes left. Whoa. 2 last quick things. I do plan on shaving this glorious beard off soon. It's I love it. It's obviously extremely scraggly at the moment, as you can tell, but the part that actually annoys me the worst is these that you can see right here. These hairs that stick down. This is why you're always seeing me sitting here playing with my beard, doing this. It's because I eat those hairs. Like, not physically actually eat them, but, like if I go to take a bite of something and it goes to go in, it drags those hairs into my mouth with me, and then I go to bite down and I can, like, feel the hair, like, being bit through and stuff. It's gross. And I don't particularly enjoy eating my own beard hair. So there's that. That's going to happen at some point. Not sure exactly when, but it will happen. And the second and last thing that I want to just say, not that it's really a huge deal to myself, but I would like to apologize to everybody out there for how many cigarettes I smoke while being recorded. And it seems like every time that I'm in front of the camera I have a cigarette in, but you have to realize that I go quite a long time in between smoke breaks at work, so when it comes to lunch, I kind of just, smoke like the pack on lunch just so I can. Not really. I usually get about 3 cigarettes smoked in 30 minutes, which is a lot because it's about one every 10 minutes. So, yeah. But I just figured I'm always talking and smoke's always coming out of my mouth. I'm always smoking. I'm always doing this, and I'm just apologize because I know not everybody out there condones and or is okay with cigarettes. So I just wanted to make that clear that I apologize for always doing it, but I just kind of have to. So I will see you guys later tonight for my video, my podcast. Maybe hopefully some of y'all could come out and join in the conversation, and we could all have one big party together. But if you like this video, a like would be much appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, you should subscribe and keep up with this daily awesome content. Today is Whatever Wednesday, which meant we talked about whatever we wanted all day, because that's the point of Whatever Wednesday. But doesn't mean that tomorrow we're not going to come back to some helpful information and or / tonight. Also, I am going to work on my webpage. Hopefully, I had a good idea for a name I wanted to use for the webpage, but obviously I need to check the availability of it, and if I can get it, it will be fantastic. So, hope to see you guys there. Hope to see you guys tonight at the podcast, and I hope to see you guys enjoy this video whenever you're watching, if it's morning, night, day, evening, afternoon, whatever time it is that you're watching this right now. I would like it. I'd highly appreciate it if you would enjoy it. And if you didn't, then I might just actually cry, because that's a really sad thing that you don't enjoy listening to me talk. But at the same time, I'd also have to call you crazy, because it's been 12 minutes, and if you're still here listening to this and you still don't like me, then it's like, what the fuck have you been doing with your life for 12 minutes? For real! I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, Internet.